EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Silicon Valley. And with a foghorn sounding behind us, that can only mean one thing, and that is it's time for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the San Francisco 49ers. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys got the season started on a high note, a home victory in the opener. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys, on the other hand, weren't as fortunate in the opener, so they'll look for their first win here at home in Week 2. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get this to about the 38.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, young man out of Syracuse.
And as we begin Week 2 in the NFL, he was truly one of the top stories around the league. What a debut. Didn't look phased at all, handled everything with poise and grace, and played through in a big way. I can't wait to see what the defenses throw at him this week and see how he adjusts.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a handoff to Genty. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now the try here for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and out. And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first time. I'll try to do better here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Pass caught by Pearson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
And throwing here, Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
A gain of 12 brings up 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Incomplete.
He was looking for Jawan Jennings that time, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Raiders defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
15 for the Niners there, and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. That's caught by Jennings. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down.
Gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
9-yard line, second and 6.
Get set, get set. 18.
Back to throw, Purdy. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So nothing doing there. And now third down and 6 to go. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Jennings, a receiver in motion right. Purdy from the gun on third down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long?
Get set, get set. 18.
Now Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 9 now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Raiders.
On first down, it's Ginty. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Raiders 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to have it here just past the 25. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 30-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career.
3rd and 5.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. .43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. They'll start on the ground with Ginty. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw. Douglas. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Douglas. Throw right side, looked in here by Besh. This now a 3rd and 4.
16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Up the middle, it's Ginty. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
A 1st carry for Tyler Algier. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Douglas. Got his man. It's Thornton. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
Back to throw. Douglas. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Purdy. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Oh, and that was a big-time hit right there. And receivers understand when they run into the danger zone, that's the expectation. Really good job of catching the football, holding on, despite the discouraging type of a hit.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
On second and 10, Purdy. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there,
they bring him in off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
6-yard loss. It's fourth down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Raiders now set to get the football back. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A gain of 12. And the Las Vegas first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Completes this one to Thornton. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Operating from the gun, Douglas. That one complete to Trey Tucker. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Gain of 4 brings up second down at the 20-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Douglas. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A good position to be in here, second and inches. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throw left side complete. That's Bowers. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That's another Raiders first down. A gain of 14. First down, Las Vegas.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball.
Get set, get set. Buddy T, what's up?
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half.
All right, Brand.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Off play action. Douglas. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back.
The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Douglas. He'll drop this underneath for Genty. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Algier will try to pick it up. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll get this out to Genty. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Douglas. Here's a diving catch right side. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's 2nd down. Second down and 8. Back to throw. Douglas. That's complete. It's Ashton Genty. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Raider first down.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Thornton. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49.
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 4. They give to Algier on the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Douglas. That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A 4-yard
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They'll go. Here's Genty. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. They were certainly in field goal range, opted to go for it. Hey, they were able to pick it up.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, but look at it this way. The kicker had missed one before, so they decided to stay out and go for it, and it worked. But now, just one missed field goal and you're not trusting it? He'll be visiting a team psychiatrist this week because he's going to want some answers about why they wouldn't put him back out on the field.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Douglas. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's Purdy. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing just outside his own goal line. Let's take it inside his own 40. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thornton. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
And 10 at the 27-yard line.
On the give, Genty. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Raiders 1st down. A gain of 12. And the Las Vegas 1st down.
Once again, it's Genty. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Looking to throw. Douglas. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
On the give, Genty breaks a tackle. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready, ready.
A run, it's Genty. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. 3 straight runs now, and that defense is held.
Yeah, we often talk about how the low man wins, right? Who wins leverage at the line of scrimmage? But it's not just that leverage. It's leverage with power. Who takes the line of scrimmage and moves it one way or the other? Right now, I can imagine the defense yelling at the offense, hey, guys, if I were you, I'd kick it. You're not getting in.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick throw there is incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
21.
Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Purdy. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy. And the Raiders have got him. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
On the ground, it's Genty. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Raiders.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Operating from the gun, Douglas. And he slings one that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Douglas. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
A gain of 31 yards. And the Las Vegas first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Algier will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. But this one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that, because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense, and it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Well, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Give downs here from the shotgun. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Early down steps will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll run. Here comes Genty. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Looking to throw. Douglas. Open man is Tucker. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Shifts by him. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So Purdy and the Niners down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 54 on the clock. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Get set, get set.
To throw is Purdy. He gets this complete to Diggs. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Get set, get set. Back around, sir.
Here's Purdy.
But they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Purdy to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Here we go. This is 4th down. Throwing, Purdy. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and 10.
And they will take a knee here.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So this one, a victory for the Raiders. So for the Raiders, it's an early